Now let us look at a topic that many of us encounter, knowingly or unknowingly, in our workplaces: coaching and mentoring. Let us start with a simple idea. Coaching and mentoring. They are there, both of them are all about helping people grow professionally and sometimes even personally. Imagine that you are at a job, okay, and you are, let's assume that you're struggling to make a PowerPoint presentation without making your slides look like a wedding invitation card, right? Usually, what happens when we are beginning, we will put all sorts of things on our PPTs, right? Even I was like that at that time. So, when you are struggling to do that, you appreciate if someone who is senior to you comes down, sits with you, and show you how to do these things, or gives you a template and helps you develop your PPT skills? Yes, obviously, yes. Right? At that point of time, you might even consider them as God sent, right? So that is what these two processes are all about in a nutshell. eh. Coaching is all about goal-oriented stuff. Okay, it is a short-term process. It is goal-focused. It helps you improve specific skills and performance, right? You can think of it like a crash course or a one-on-one training to achieve a specific result. Like, suppose, say, your boss is noticing that you struggle during team presentations. Then he might or she might assign a coach who can work with you to improve your public speaking and confidence. And this coach can help you identify what is going wrong. And they can set a goal with you, like, say, delivering a 10 minutes confident pitch or something like that, and support you until you get there. So a good coach is not just someone shouting, "You can do it, yeah, yeah, yeah." No, no, no. No, it's not like that. They listen, they guide, they give feedback, and they will share their own experiences and help you figure out alternate solutions without turning you into a dependent puppy. Right? So the idea here is to build your independence and your competence. So for me personally, I always dream of becoming a good coach to you guys who are doing MBA. I don't know whether I'm succeeding or I'm closer to that goal. Only you guys can tell me. Please do let me know in comment section. Okay. Now coming to mentoring. So we looked at coaching. Now let us look at mentoring. What is mentoring? Mentoring is a little bit more emotional than coaching. It's not filmy, but it has depth. It is a little bit more long term, informal relationship, like something that you would have with a college senior or an expert or an experienced person who supports the growth of a junior over time. It is like a friendly guide. You can think of a mentor like a friendly guide, someone who's been through the ups and downs and who wants to help you avoid the potholes that they might have gone in, right? Say you join a company as a management trainee, and your mentor might be a senior manager in your own department. So, if that person is your mentor, they will not simply teach you how to do a particular job, right? They might guide you on how you can grow in the organization, how you can handle tricky office politics, or even help you build your network. They can become your sounding board, especially when you feel lost or overwhelmed or unsure about your career path. But despite these differences in focus and time span, both coaching and mentoring involve three basic steps. What are they? First comes exploration and discussion, right? It is like the first date. Both parties get to know each other's goals, the issues, and aspirations. So it is like a chance to really understand what that person wants and where they need help. Second comes support. This is like the main course, full of advice, guidance, stories, feedbacks, and sometimes just listening when the other person has a meltdown after a bad performance review, right? Finally, there is monitoring progress. And when I say monitoring progress, please don't consider or please don't go directly into some form of micromanagement, okay? It is this Monitoring your progress as a mentor or as a coach is all about setting a plan and reviewing how things are going and making changes to the plan if needed, celebrating small wins, right? All these kind of things. A good coach or a good mentor will always keep track of the journey and ensure that the person doesn't go off track. So let us break down the coaching process and the mentoring process a little bit more, right? First, let us start with the coaching process. So the coaching process typically happens in three stages. First comes rapport building. So this you can think of as this exploration and discussion stage. Then comes exploration. So this is also somewhat going to the same exploration and discussion stage only. Action planning is where you get your support, which ends with monitoring and progress. So, action planning also will include your monitoring of progress, right? So, what is rapport building? What does a coach do over there? The coach and the employee has to feel comfortable with each other, right? There should not be any judgment or any kind of superiority complex between the two. It should just be a mutual respect and understanding between each other. A simple smile or remembering someone's name, these things can help build rapport, right? Like in college, you will take advice better from a friendly senior than someone who will act like they know everything, correct? Same thing. What about exploration? Here, your coach will help the employee explore their problems. What's really bothering them? Where do they need help? It could involve SWOT analysis or open conversations or even just some deep reflection. And once they explore, they will start planning what action they have to take. This is where the goals are turned into action. The coach and the employee will set SMART goals. What are SMART goals? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound goals. We saw SMART goals in MMPH 1 also, right? And don't forget about the follow up, right? Without that, it is just theory, no results. Without monitoring and monitoring the progress, nothing works, right? So simply because you join the being gym and never go there, is it going to help you? No, right? So in all these phases, the coach's behavior matters, right? If your coach is supportive, if they are listening well and giving useful feedback, then this coaching becomes helpful. But if your coach is dominating, if they are not interested at all, or maybe even too casual, what will happen? It is going to damage the progress. It is going to damage the entire process of coaching, correct? So we don't want that. We want a good coach. Let us look at the mentoring process now. This also happens in three stages. The first stage is building trust. This is same as exploration and discussion. The second stage is setting the goals, and again, this is also part of exploration and discussion. Then the third is sharing the knowledge, that is support. And while you share, you should also monitor the progress, right? So let us look at these stages. Trust has to be established. Here also, the mentee should feel safe to be honest, right? Even about their weakness, if somebody has to open up something to someone, their trust has to be there. That rapport have to be there, right? This trust can definitely take time, but it is the foundation of everything else. Then comes the goal setting. What does the mentee want to achieve in their career? It could be long term, like maybe becoming a team leader in 5 years, or short term, like handling conflict better. It could be anything. Next is knowledge sharing and skill development. The mentor will share what they know, and that is not done by preaching, but rather by offering real life examples. Have you ever heard of the saying, experience is the best teacher? Well, mentors bring in lots of that. A good mentor also offers emotional support. Whether the mentee is doubting themselves, facing some sort of stress, or dealing with a tough boss, this mentor is like that one friend who tells you, yeah, you're going to survive this. Don't worry, right? The mentor encourages discussion, creativity, as well as exploration of ideas and responds to the emotional needs of the mentee without making them feel overly dependent. This relationship ideally lasts over a long period and becomes personal, supportive, and full of trust. So, why does all this mentoring and all these things matter? It matters because mentoring is not just a feel good thing, okay? It is strategic for employees' development as well as retention. Mentees learn faster, they grow in confidence, and they will feel valued. And this is going to boost their skill development, enhance their career prospects, and expand professional networks. In fact, many employees who get mentored feel more committed to the organization and therefore they are less likely to quit. So, yes, it even helps retention. It even helps reduce attrition. Organizations that support mentoring often create a culture of learning, which is, as we all know, is a win-win for everyone, both employees as well as organizations. Let us take your case as an example. Okay, let us assume that you will join as an HR executive in some organization after you get your IGNO certificate. And if you are thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, then your journey might be a little bit different from what I'm saying going to say right now. But you will also go through similar situation. Okay, slightly different but similar situation. So for the time being, let us all come to a same page and think that you guys are going to join as an HR executive. So say you joined an organization, and as beginners, what will happen? We will all be struggling to put in all that theoretical knowledge that we have studied through our textbooks, through multiple, let's say, coaching books or Anu's classroom, whatever it is. You'll have all that theoretical knowledge. Now you have to put all of that into actual work, right? Naturally, struggle is going to be there. It is natural, expected from a person who's just beginning, but thankfully, you have a good boss, and that boss assigns you a coach. Okay, someone who is going to help you improve your communication as well as your HR skills. And after a couple of months, because your coach was very good, you can now confidently handle tough situations with clients or any other stakeholders, and even might get appreciated in your next review, right? Meanwhile, maybe you are also paired with a senior HR manager as a mentor. Now, that person will guide you on how you can grow in the company, how you can build your network, and even pursue certifications which will help you in the long run. So, what will happen over time? You will blossom into a confident, capable professional thanks to both coaching and mentoring. So, the next time when someone says coaching or mentoring, don't just imagine some cricket coach or volleyball coach and all, right? Or some wise Baba. Think of it as a modern professional relationship that is designed to build the best version of you. And always remember, one day you are also going to be a coach or a mentor to someone, just like the people before you. Okay? So you are bound by that code of who came before and who will come after. All right. So that is all about unit number 9. I hope the session was useful for you in understanding the key concepts that are discussed in this unit. So until I see you in the next session, thank you so much for joining Anu's classroom. Take care. Happy learning.